Well, I'm here with Warren Weibert, who owns and manages the Decatur County Feed Yard in northwest Kansas. And we're at the Leachman Cattle of Colorado annual bull sale and the seminar that precedes that sale. And Warren was here talking with the ranchers about what adds value, or really what makes calves worth the most in the feed yard. And you've collected a lot of data, a lot of individual data on cattle coming through that system. And I wonder if you could just kind of summarize what you told some of the ranchers about what really differentiates those cattle in the profitability in the feed yard.
Well, thank you. What we discussed a while ago in the seminar was the fact that at our operation we manage the cattle individually so that we give the genetics in every animal a chance to show itself. We don't just arbitrarily say the time's up and you guys go to market on this day. So that gives us a chance to actually verify the genetic input that these cattle are getting. So when the cattle are marketed on a grid, they're all sold on a grid, and they all have an individual value, and then we take that back to the feed yard and add the feed yard value, the carcass value, into this animal, and then summarize what each animal has achieved. So today this seminar is about achieving the maximum amount of money these ranchers can get in owning these cattle on the ranch. And what we were trying to say is, based upon the analysis that we've done on 185,000 calves, sorted the way I described a while ago, that feed efficiency is extremely important. At these higher valued feeds, whether it's corn or whether it's hay or other ingredients, feed efficiency is extremely valuable in the feedlot level, and we extrapolate that back to the ranch level, and knowing that grass is extremely expensive and hay is extremely expensive, therefore the less amount of feed that an animal utilizes for either maintenance or gain is extremely important. And then the rest of the value of the animal, of course, in our situation, is a carcass weight and the carcass merit itself. So those are things we were trying to say and explaining how we derived at those numbers.
Of course, these days, increasingly, the cow-calf producer has the option to select bulls based in part on feed efficiency, and it's a heritable trait. And we're still kind of early in the development of EPDs and genomic tests for that trait, but there are some pretty wide differences.
There certainly is, and there's a lot of interest in this now, and fortunately Lee Leachman has been paying attention to that trait, thinking it was important for quite a long while now. And I think a lot of people, the feed is expensive, everyone knows that, and it's not only expensive, it's scarce besides. So we have to utilize our resources extremely well these days, and it's nice that CSU or KSU or whoever the universities are and the Animal Research Center are trying, very, very diligently to understand what it costs to run a cow out on the pasture, and whether you have to pen her up and feed some supplemental feed as well. So very hot topic of discussion here today.